And there you have it. So Kronos, you have been a tireless master. With this, our current duties are complete. We have labored long and hard to help our people become free. I do feel a bit of regret that they will no longer need our help. Let's take one last look at each of the thriving towns we helped develop. God, the typos are horrible in this game. This is Fillmore, look how the people cleared and cultivated the land and constructed... I'll stop doing that. A prospering town. Oh yes, one of the men of Fillmore had the ability to predict the future. His ability helped save Fillmore. He finally gave his life for his town. I'm sure he expected that final fate. From birth, all people are guided by a force called destiny. Because people are unaware of their destiny, they may not understand all that life has to offer. Boy, they did not spend much time writing this, did they? I was so impressed with this as a kid, though. The man who quietly accepts his destiny is also the one who becomes a great leader and a person. Yeah, this is going to be a little slow. It does do a little victory lap through all the lands. And I guess it just slows down the text crawl for dramatic effect. But the music is amazing. This is Bloodpool. The lake has already returned to its beautiful blue color. Oh yes, there was an energetic boy named Teddy. Sir Kronos, space, and I are supposed to treat all people equally. But since he was such a likable young boy, he received much of our attention. Oh, do you remember the people of Bloodpool? Had to draw lots to decide who was to be sacrificed. At the time, I didn't tell you, but I knew whose lot was drawn. It was Teddy.
How dare you hide things from me?
Zap. There's so much space left in Cassandora. I don't know why they didn't build anymore. This is the desert town, Cassandora. Now, there is very little evidence of the once massive desert. People said they were drawn into the pyramid by its magical powers. But should we believe this? Space question mark. The monsters living in the pyramid were nothing more than reincarnates of the human slaves who built the pyramid. Their spirits remained. Come on, guys. Drawing people's minds to the pyramid. Man, that's just sloppy. Yeah, make fun of a game that's 25 years old. Whatever, that's sloppy. Now the pyramid is sealed and their souls saved. They will be reborn as human beings. This is the volcanic town, Itos. I was so impressed by these people, who tried to build homes in spite of the continuous lava flow. Their leader passed from this life right before your very eyes. I am certain he dedicated his whole life to informing people of your existence. I hoped Aitos would become a beautiful town representative of his great spirit. This is the jungle town, Marana. My, they have built so many homes on such a small island. I felt very sad when the town's 2 leaders were tempted by the wicked mirror. What? What mirror? Guess that was something they didn't include in this version. But human beings have a tendency to choose the easier way when faced with difficulties. Having seen the people's weakness, I felt obligated to lead them in the right direction.
I mean, I felt obligated.
This is the last of our lands, Northwall.
Our lands, it's my lands!
I felt a little guilty about letting people live in such a cold climate, but they successfully overcame many problems. Their 2 leaders were telling us that when they found the 2 initials on the mighty tree, they felt a certain affection toward what or who had left the initials. I think those 2 leaders were sweethearts who had lived here long ago but were killed by monsters. Their spirits have since come to dwell in these bodies. If my story is correct, the sweethearts have finally reunited after a long separation. Even though they don't remember, isn't it a beautiful story? This being so, it seems your people, as well as yourself, have had hard times. Sir Kronos, why don't we take a look inside the shrine? There's no one here. In former times, people would call for you and ask for your help. As cultures and lands become more advanced, do people tend to forget those who helped them? But then, people may be most happy when not in need of help from their master, or when they have forgotten him? Random question mark. Should we yearn for a time when people will no longer need to ask for our help?
See ya, suckers!
And there you have it, everybody. ActRaiser. Yeah, this doesn't sound like anything. Kind of a blatant ripoff of Star Wars there. Pretty funny. Well, and there it is, everybody. I loved this game growing up. It's so simple, but so easy to pick up and learn. And you really did feel like a god. Like you felt in control of everything. The interface is simple, the controls are brilliant. And yet at the same time, it included a sort of, at that time, like something like SimCity would have been the closest thing to it on the SNES or the PC. SimCity on the SNES was a really good game too. So it was almost like it was kind of combining those 2 games, or an action-adventure platformer kind of thing with SimCity. Except in this case it was Sim World. So. Oh man, back in the days when Enix and Square were separate. This was all Enix and Quintet software. Now it's Square Enix. And it kind of sucks compared to what it used to be, but... Nope, pretty much a completely Japanese production cast. Obviously, whoever did the translation kind of sucked. But when there's bad translations like that these days, it's almost kind of charming. Oh, is that it? That was really quick. Based upon ActRaiser? Oh, ActRaiser. Well, I don't know if there's anything more that it's gonna show. Yeah, I guess that's it. So, I want to thank everybody so much for watching. I don't have a whole lot to say about this. I mean, it's fun. It's so fun. It's easy. It's simple. And just go play it. I mean, I still have my original cartridge. I mean, I am playing this on an emulator just so I can put it on the computer easily, but, you know, I mean, you can get this easily. Check it out. Give it a shot. It's so fun, and it's just such a relaxing thing to play, especially alongside Gabriel Knight as I've been playing, and it's a great way for me to relax when I kind of have a pretty stressful job. It's hard work, my job right now, but you know, in the end it'll be worth it. But the point is, this has been a great way for me to de-stress and kind of give you guys a little bit more of an insight into what I played growing up, because that's a lot of what this channel is about. So, I can only hope you enjoyed it a tenth of what I enjoyed bringing it to you. So, thank you all so much for watching. Now, we are not done with this playthrough, so I'm not gonna do a whole big conclusion, sign off, whatever, because I'm going to be trying the professional mode for you. I'm gonna force myself to do it. I've never been able to complete it, but basically it's all action. You have to play all the action stages and the final boss rush, all on, I think, 3 lives. I don't know if you get a full hit point bar, but we'll see. And I'm probably not going to be able to succeed at it because I was rushing through this game like crazy just to be able to get it done. But that will be upcoming. In the meanwhile, my name is Kronos006. Hope you've enjoyed this as much as I've enjoyed bringing it to you, and I am signing off for now. Take care.